Hey guys, I have something that's real heavy, weighing heavy on me, and I just need to share it with all of you because I've been hiding it for a while. So, I want to confess something. Minnesota is not real. Now, I personally know all about the state of Minnesota. But when I was there, I knew something was off about the state, but I couldn't really figure out why. As time has progressed, I now understand what I was suspicious about. Simply put, it's fake. When I say it isn't real, I'm not just stating that flippantly. I have logical perspectives and piercing evidence that proves my theory beyond a reasonable doubt. I didn't just sit behind some computer and complain about the state. I tasted it for myself, and I'm thankful I made it out alive. When I first arrived there, I innocently skipped to a local Target to get some goods. This is where I believed I was drugged by government officials. They gave me some sort of hypnosis cocktail, probably the diet version, but I can't be too sure. They do this to people because the state is basically one big movie set. They can't allow you to live there sober or you'll catch on too quickly. The truth is, the quote-unquote Gopher State was created by liberals in the early 1800s to give off the illusion they have a strong influence in the Midwest. There's many pieces of evidence to prove this, but let's just start at their strongest point, their infamous winters. The snow is fake. It just is. That's why it's so cold there. I believe the temperature is manipulated by the government in order to keep unwilling subjects there for observation. Their end goal is to convert you. Therefore, and listen to this closely, snow is not beautiful. Rather, it's a modern-day tool to enslave conservatives. You might have also heard of the great quote-unquote lakes of Minnesota, but guess what? They are also fake. They're about as real as the Shire and Frodo. They're only roughly 50 feet in length from the shoreline. Once you pass that line, you hit a mirage they put up to make it look like they have some cool prehistoric lakes, but it's all a fantasy. They don't even have real fish in the lakes. Their most famous fish is called like a Wahlburger or something. Utter nonsense to the easily fooled. But there's people living there and I know them, you might say. No, these are paid actors who receive quarterly stimulus checks in order to make the appearance that they actually grew up in the state and lived there. That's why the taxes are so high. Who in their right mind, and let me ask you this point, who in their right mind would live in a cold hell like that with high taxes? Answer, paid actors. At first I thought it was amazing that there was also no poisonous snakes there. I didn't have to worry about a rattlesnake biting my ankles as I strolled through the woods. However, now this is disturbing to me and further evidence of the overall fakeness of the state. There's no snakes at all. The only ones you do see magically show up in your yard one day in April. Absolutely ludicrous. The reason there isn't any snakes is because the entire sham of a state is one big movie set with paid actors on it. I could go on and on presenting irrefutable evidence all night, but I want you to be able to process how we've been lied to. Maybe you don't believe me. That's okay, but the next time you cross into Minnesota, remember this. It's a government-controlled PlayStation that's been created to mold you into the image of progressives. Some of you can swim in the 50-foot lakes and play in fake snow all you want, but I'm just grateful I made it out alive. Minnesota is not real.